Disappointing loss. I was proud of the way our team battled in all three phases and made plays, and it was a great team effort. If we had been able to find a way to win, I would be saying how proud I am of the way our roster fought, and many guys contributed, but came up short, and it's very, very disappointing. This one hurts right now. I can take any questions you have.
A couple of the pass attempts you made on the tying touchdown attempts, was it because the 49ers had a pretty good pass rush going on you that you weren't able to complete those throws?
I'm sorry, which drive are you talking about?
I think one in particular there was one that, or it might have been the one, I think, that the one that you overthrew in the end zone?
Yeah, they had a good rush. Yep, they had a good rush.
Kirk, on 4th and goal, it looked like you just had to call timeout due to some confusion. What happened there?
We just didn't get lined up properly, and the play clock was winding down.
Just you moving around on that play, singling guys, is that how you kind of lost? It seemed like you had lost where the center was. You lined up one of those.
Yeah, I was just moving, trying to get everybody settled up, and then just got under the wrong guy.
Kirk, what happened on the interception there?
Just a poor throw, poor read, and made a poor decision. Just got blocked out, and shouldn't have thrown it where I did.
What happened at the end of the first half there, Kirk?
Specifically, the final play.
Yeah, the final play. You were very upset. You went over to
Yeah.
Chinoco.
We just weren't able to get into field goal range, and ran out of time, and just disappointed that we weren't able to get points there.
Were you just disappointed because you guys weren't moving fast enough to get?
Just wanted a field goal there, and we weren't able to get it.
Did you think maybe you should have gone for a little 5 or 6 yard throw, or at least the Hail Mary? It seemed like you guys kind of went in between, and you were no man's land with that play.
Yeah, I just wanted to get into field goal range to be able to get a field goal there.
You heard Eric Kendricks describe it as the refs just let us play today, weren't really calling things. Did you kind of sense that out there from the offense's perspective? And then with that, with KJ kind of getting contact there at the end, it seemed like you wanted a flag right there.
Yeah, it's tough. It goes both ways, and you just have to play through it.
Adam Thielen had such great numbers in that first half for you guys, but he really didn't. He was kind of a non-factor in the second half. Why do you think that was?
It was a combination of factors. When Kane returned to kickoff for a touchdown, that's your possession there, so you kind of lose out on opportunities to get at him the ball. There certainly were times where, looking back, I'm sure, I'd look and say, hey, could have gotten it to him here or there. So it's a variety of reasons.
Cook's been a leader on this team for quite some time. How tough was that, seeing his injury and getting carted off?
Yeah, you just hate to see him go down and get carted off and be in the pain that he was in. It's tough to see that from a teammate like Dalvin, someone like you said who's been such a key piece of our team and our offense.
Kirk kind of talked about, he said, don't count us out, and kind of regrouping from here. And I guess that's been the story all season. But when you keep going through it and you lose the guys that you potentially might have lost today, how hard is it to kind of keep coming back to that theme?
You just play one game at a time, 1 week at a time. I don't really think too much about beyond that. And you pour all your energy into this one, and now you learn from it and you focus on the next one, and don't really think beyond that too much. You get to the end, and then you settle it up.
Kirk, you guys actually haven't been over 500 since the end of the 2019 season. How frustrating is it, especially this year? You keep getting close, and then you just kind of, like what he was saying, fall back a little.
Yeah, we got to get there, and once we get there, we got to pull away, and that's certainly going to be the focus here with what we have remaining.
Kirk, the throw on the 2-point, that just kind of slipped out of your hand.
Poor throw. Felt like maybe I rushed it, and it was a poor throw.
Kirk, you talked about the work that Kennedy's done with the offense. Obviously, we've seen what he can do in kick return, but maybe he'll be getting more snaps and more reps in the backfield. What have you seen that maybe we haven't seen yet as far as what he can do with the ball in his hand in the backfield?
He was out much of the preseason after the first preseason game, so we weren't able to get him as much work as we would have liked. And so I think, missing out on that probably hurt us from him being able to contribute more early. But now that he's gotten more opportunities, it's been great to see his speed and his athleticism and like you said, I think there will be more opportunities up ahead.
Kirk, what's it been like, the defense has struggled in those final 2 minutes of the halves. As you're sitting on the sideline, seeing those points being given up routinely, what's that been like for you?
I think we've got to be great in those situations too as an offense. I don't know that we've been as good as we need to be. When we get the ball, 2 minutes left in the half as well, and obviously 2 minutes left in the game. You expect to go down and get points and tie the game up. And I'm very disappointed that we weren't able to. I wasn't able to do that.
You have 2 strong offensive games, the last 2, and why do you think you guys stalled and weren't able to kind of build on the offensive momentum that you had?
I'm sure it's a variety of reasons. The turnovers don't help. I think it starts there, and then you just, like I said, it's we're so close. We just got to hit those plays down in the red zone there, and come away with a touchdown. And we're right there. It's just didn't make enough plays.
Did you do something differently with Phelan in the second half?
I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Okay.
Craig, last one, Craig.
Yeah, just how much changed for you guys as an offense when Dalvin and Carousel were down and not available anywhere in the final red zone or goal-to-go situation?
We have a lot of confidence in Rashad. I have a lot of confidence in Alex Madison and Kene and whoever we put in there. So I think it's really that's where the depth and the team really becomes such an important piece there when you have people go down.